Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, Instagram. How are you guys doing today? I am so excited for the Self-Made Masterclass. I am Alina Grayson. I'm going to be hosting an epic 3-day masterclass with you guys, and I am so excited. When you're hopping on, say hello. And if this is your first time watching me, please introduce yourself. I want to get to know you. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to check right now. We got comments. I see people popping on. I'm so excited. And I should probably share this to my Facebook group, which, by the way, I am going to be doing this live on my personal page, but the rest of the masterclass will be in my high performance Facebook community. So make sure you join. Oh, there we go. I see people popping on. Hello, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm engaged too. But you guys already know that, and I will tell you the things, all the details. Let's see who we have. Hello, Patricia. Hello, newly engaged, beautiful. Hello. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Amy. Hello, Avra. Yay, so many incredible ladies. I'm so excited. Hello, Amy. Congratulations. Thank you. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited. Hello, Carrie. Congratulations. Thank you, Avril. Avril, I had this conversation literally. Yeah, like what last week we were talking about it. I'm like, I will message you the moment I become engaged. And then here we go. We manifested it. So it's beautiful, isn't it? I gotta tell you guys all the things. Hello, Daniela. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jamie. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for this masterclass. I'm so excited for all the things. Try and think if I should maybe tell you guys the story after this call so we can dive into this stuff. Hello, Sherry. 2 days before. Yeah, 2 days before. 2 days before, me and Avra were talking about it, right? And I was like, well, when I do it, I'll message you. I'm with Sherry. Hold on a second. All the comments are going by so fast. Hello, Danny. Hello, Lacey. I'm with Sharon. We're watching from the car. Amazing. Congratulations. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Hello, Jody. Hello, Carla. Yay. So many beautiful ladies. Hello, Stephanie. So yeah, if you're hopping on, guys, I just said that I am doing this live on my personal page because I would love if you feel this is a line to share, but I actually will tell you guys there is going to be a tuition draw before we get started with this masterclass. So there is going to be first prize pick is going to win a free tuition to any of my programs. And then there will be 2 people picked that will get a chance to win 50% off any programs and including bundles. And tomorrow I'm actually launching a brand new program, which is exciting. And then there's going to be another program and another special project. So there's so much coming. Like my energy's buzzing. I'm trying to like calm myself a little bit so I can speak and I can think and I can be here. Thank you, Stephanie. Hello, beautiful ladies. I'm so happy. And so what I wanted to say too, so if you wanted to enter the draw for the tuition, all you have to do is either share this video or you take a picture. Hi. And tag me anywhere on social media. So Instagram at Alina Grayson Coaching. Facebook, of course. Just tag me in your Insta stories. I think also I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn works. And as many times as you guys share, you will get to be put in this draw. So again, the first person that gets picked out will get a free tuition, which is going to change your life. And then second people, the second and third place get 50% off. Hello, Tanya. I love being in your energy. I love when you're on my lives. Hello, Lindsay. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, Jamie. So exciting. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Mary. Your hair looks so healthy. Thank you. Olaplex. Okay, I got into Olaplex and it has like changed my life because obviously I get highlights, right? It's changing my life and it's keeping my hair. I'll actually take a picture and I'll put it on my Facebook community if you guys want to know what products I use. But the oil especially like literally keeps your hair even more blonde and if you color your hair. So but yeah, Olaplex, like game changing. Marie, hello, I just caught this. I almost missed this. Saw your personal live, meant to come here and forgot that you flashed on my screen. Oh, amazing. Hello, Jennifer. Yes, and by the way, all the lives are going to be posted in the guide section of my Facebook group, High Performance Coaching Community. We'll put a link at the bottom as well. So if you have to hop off or you can't make a live tomorrow, I think I'm live at 6:30. But if you can't make a live, don't worry. All the replays will be put in the guide section, and you guys will have like the whole week to tag and share to enter the tuition. I got 2 new programs. I'm so excited. Hello, hybrid hair, beautiful, gorgeous smile. Thank you. Hello, Mima. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Haley. Beautiful lady. So excited. Me had to catch the replay. No worries. Amy says, yeah, I love Olaplex. Yeah, they have like insane reviews and and we're going to talk tomorrow about like, word of mouth and how that really works because we really do take advice from people and it's like every girl that I know recommended it, and it's just like, yeah, it's changing my life. It's changing my hair, anyways. It is a hair game changer, 100%. Hello, Rose. Okay, so we're gonna hop in. Hello, everybody who's hopping on. Don't think I don't love you. I love everybody that's here. If I don't see your name or if I don't catch a question, trust me, I love you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have 3 days of epic content. Today is incredible. Tomorrow's incredible. Day 3 is gonna be incredible. And then what we're going to do is a few days later, we will do the draw. And I will also be doing a live because people have been asking me about programs and all the new things. I'm going to actually do a separate live explaining everything. And there's going to be some special deals going on, so stay tuned. But we will also have a Q&A on the draw day. So I'll also put that in the event section of my high performance coaching community. So don't worry. You have to hop off. You're not going to miss anything. Everything is instant replay all in the guide section. And you guys will, and I will notify everybody when is the last chance to enter the draw, okay? Just got to take a picture, tag me anywhere on social media, or you can share this video as well. Okay, so that is exciting, and we'll talk about more of that later on. You guys good? I feel like it's a little bit glitchy, but if it's glitchy on the live, it's always good on the recording, so we're going to be okay. Hello, everybody hopping on. So, day 1. Today is going to be an incredible conversation. The codes that I'm going to share in here have truly changed my life, and they are the things that I keep going back to over and over again. We're going to talk about personal power. We're going to talk about emotional intelligence and trust and all the things that we struggle with. This is going to be the foundational work, and then tomorrow we're going to add, and we're going to add, and it's going to get better and better and better. So I've been wanting to do this masterclass for a long time because these codes are so dear to my heart. And as I grow, there's more things coming, so I want to share with you guys. If you've been in my world for a long time, I have grown. I have had so much growth and evolution the last 3 years that actually blows my mind. I feel like I've done like a 180, and every day I wake up and I'm like, is this my life? Like, did I actually create this? This is amazing. Like, my own transformation blows me away. And if this is your first time doing a masterclass, let me know. And if this is your first live with me, let me know. Hello, Karen. Hello, Scarla. Hello, ladies. Everybody's hopping on. Hello, I love you. If I don't catch you, I still love you. But if this is your first time, let me know. I'm excited that you're here. I will give you a little quick backstory because I know right now it's so easy to look at my social media or the way that I speak right now and think, okay, it must be easy for her. But trust me, I started with a sucky day 1. Like shaking, nerves, like I could only go live for 2 minutes 3 years ago. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Hello, Stephanie, first time masterclass. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be an epic one. Hello, Terry. Hello, Jessica. First time. Yay. Okay. So just a little backstory, just so you know, because it's so easy to look at people now, and I should do the same. I should see people on social media with these curated professional photos and all these things, and they spoke so well. And I'm like, well, of course it's easy for them. And I want to tell you the story because I am no different than you. So I'm so excited too, Laura. Nothing in my life, by the way, I want to tell you guys even further ahead is like I've never had anything handed to me, and it's okay. Even as a kid, like everything I have, like my education, university, my first house, my first car, I worked for those things. I am a first generation immigrant from Poland. My parents immigrated here when I was 5 years old. They didn't speak English. They did it a hardcore way where it's just my aunt, my uncle, my dad, my mom, and literally with me, my brother, and then their 2 kids, like they worked 2 jobs. They went to school at night to do a fan shot to learn English. I was thrown in grade 1 without speaking English. So right at the beginning, and you guys will understand, I talk a lot about limiting beliefs and subconscious patterns because they really do run rampant in our life, and we're not even aware of like a lot of the things that we think, the behaviors we have, the responses we have, we pick these things up when we were little. So one of the first things that really was coded in me is I always felt like I wasn't enough and that I wasn't very smart because school was a struggle. Like I didn't speak English. They threw me in grade 1. Mentally, emotionally, it was so hard, right? And then they put me in ESL. And I have a very, like, I'm a Capricorn. I have a very ambitious, like high achieving, like personality, even since I was little. And I wanted to do well, but mentally I struggled really hard because when you don't speak English, you don't get things. And maybe I had a teacher that kind of told me I wasn't smart, right? Because I struggled in school. Back then, that was traumatic. Now I look at it, I'm like, well, I didn't speak English. Of course it was hard. But back then, you know, when you're little, it doesn't make sense to you, right? First time for both rows. Oh, I'm so excited. Hello, Jen. Right? So it always made me feel like I wasn't smart. And I had all these ambitious, right? So even when I came home with homework, it was hard to ask my parents who were immigrants that didn't speak English, didn't really understand words to help me, right? But I was determined and I really worked hard. I worked hard to get good grades, got myself a university. I did post-grad, I got into the corporate world. and all on my own, right? But like even mentally and even financially, I put myself through everything. No handouts. And this program is really about being self-made. It doesn't matter if you had handouts or help. What I want to talk to you about is these codes of success and being a self-made person where we don't need to wait for anybody to help us. We can actually do have everything. It's not about resourcefulness or looks or anything like that. I'm going to explain what it is that makes magic happen even if you have nothing or anybody supporting you, right? So just a little fast forward to the rest of my story here, but when I was 30, I got pregnant with two little girls, kind of rushed into a relationship that was new. And my kids didn't let me sleep for 4 years. I slept from intervals of 2, 3, 4 hours for 4 years. So yeah, women, we can do crazy things. And I wasn't the same. I got depressed, forgetful. I was anxious, not happy. Me and my person at the time, our relationship wasn't good, and we made a lot of bad investments, got into a lot of debt. And then at some point, I think I was like 31, I found myself, no, 33, I found myself single, mom of two under 4. And all I took with me was a suitcase, and I got a small apartment, and then I vowed to change everything and go all in on this coaching business. And I'm going to take you through this journey. So it doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur or not. The codes I'm going to really share with you guys are life changing. Tomorrow will be specifically for entrepreneurs. I'll talk about that, but today is just really how I got here, because being single in debt with no support, like that was scary, but I got a business loan and I hired coaches and I invested in programs and I went to Tony Robbins events and I got into spirituality, and I really understood from everything that I was learning that we get to have it all as long as we change what's going on the inside, our beliefs and our mindset and our emotional intelligence. I also did a lot of inner work, a lot of healing, because my relationships weren't working. Nothing was working. I had body stuff going on. This is why every program that I have, every program that I've created was because I struggled with something and I figured out the codes that really helped me overcome it. And that's why I teach from experience. I teach from embodiment. This is why I can speak like this freely and really riff, because I've taken my medicine. And that's why I'm like, this medicine I sell is amazing, because I've done the inner work. I've done so much inner work. And a lot of people who have been following my journey know that it didn't start like this. It was selfies and shaking on lives, but I did a lot of work. I was so scared to do lives, guys. Like, I was actually a very shy, introverted person. People don't believe me, but I was. But I wanted this business. Even when I was little, I always wanted to be on stage speaking and writing books. And I don't know why, because in school I would like lose marks because I wouldn't want to do a speech and go up in front of the class and talk. And now here I am. So guess what? Anything that you want to do, you can do it. You can do it, and I'm proof of it. And there's so many women on here that are proof of it too, because going live was the scariest thing ever. And I'm pretty sure for most people, like, I think like public speaking is scarier than death, which is wild. But I wanted to change my life, and I really wanted to do it. It's glitchy for me. We'll catch the replay. Oh, okay. Maybe hop off and then hop back on. I know the live will be amazing, but this will be gold. It will be gold. Okay, so I'm gonna get going. Okay, same. Okay, amazing. Okay, good. So if it's glitchy, just hop off and hop back on, because it was glitchy. Now I'm seeing it's okay, and my internet seems to be good. Maybe I'll just turn off my phone one too. There we go. That could help. But I got brave, and I started doing lives, and I started investing money that I really didn't have, which put me in more debt. But I was like, I am going all in. Lives made me feel like I was going to die. I used to sweat. I used to forget what I was going to say. I was so scared to be seen. I challenged myself once to go for 30 days lives, just for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops. And this is what's happened in over 3 years. And when I started, I had one client for $888 for 8 calls. That was 3 years ago. Now I charge $4,444 for 4 calls a month. And I have a wait list till September. And it's crazy. Like, I started launching programs. My first program was like $333, Magnetic Mind. I had like 5 people in it. Now I have programs with 80. One has 124. Like, I didn't have a team. I still don't have a website. I've never cold messaged anybody ever in my life. I don't do sales funnels. Even if you ask me for a link, I will never check up on you. I believe in people's power. I trust in your power. I trust that if there's something pulled, if you're being pulled to my energy, there's a reason. But I trust in your power that when it's aligned for you, it will happen. My whole business is so energetic. There is some strategy, but it's pretty much energetic. I love public speaking. Can't make a phone call though. That's so funny. I love you, Deanna, too. Happy to hear. Hello, Nicole. I haven't seen you in a while. Hello, gorgeous. Last year I hired a VA. Now I have a graphic designer. I hired a CFO a few months ago. Like, things are evolving. But I started with like doing calls in between my kids' naps, staying up late to write programs. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what has happened. My understanding of energetics and social media, like, are why people sell themselves on my stuff. And tomorrow, if you're ready to learn social media, like the strategy, the energetics of social media, you're gonna love tomorrow's masterclass. I also did a lot of feminine work, emotional intelligence. I manifested Adam. We're engaged now. Like, I love him. He's my soulmate. My relationship with my body is healed. There's no food stuff. I love my life. I've healed so much. Every area of my life has growing. My impact, my finances. I've done a 180. From shy, introverted, in debt, no support, like lost, unhealed, to this. And I now help people collapse time because the codes that I share are what took me a long time to get here. And now that I know them, I get to infuse you with this wisdom. And if you take it and take it running, I have no fear for you. You get to be anything you want. I truly believe that. The ring. I know. Isn't that beautiful? You did so good. Oh, hey, Alina. You helped me be brave for sure. I'm so happy. And we're going to talk about emotional intelligence today, which I'm so excited. My clients are doing amazing. Like Sherry, that's on here too. She just hit her first 11K month. Again, does her business like I do. No outreach, no cold messages, no website, no nothing. Energetics. Our understanding of energetics right now in the social media, in the coaching industry, like with relationships, it's like magic that no one ever taught us, and it's going to change your life. We're going to talk a lot about that. Hello, guys. So let's start this, okay? So my transformation over the last 3 years has really been incredible, and I will continue getting better because I have decided that this mentor, this coaching, this thing that I'm doing here, this is not a job. This is literally a vocation. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I want to write books. I want to do podcasts. I want to do all the things. I'm going to keep getting better. I'm so dedicated to this craft. It's my purpose. It only took me 33 years to figure it out, but here we are. The coaching industry it's like a brand new industry, right? And we didn't have social media that's set up this way that we can run these businesses organically that feel good. Women, like, staying home with their kids, like, it's crazy what we can do now. My business is completely run off social media. Like, I can't see what that comment is, Deanna, but when it comes up, right? But if you are the type of person here who wants it all and you desire freedom without the sacrifice, the hustle, location freedom, time freedom, you want to grow a multi six-figure business and beyond, we're getting close, we're getting to the 7-figure, we're going to. If you desire freedom, the romance, and you want to work a few hours a day, you're in the right spot. I'm going to teach you some magical thing. But what it starts with, more than anything, is personal power. Whatever you desire to have, whether it's a relationship, our definition of success is very different. Like, I'm very much like, I want the legacy, the impact, the wealth, the romance. I want it all. And that's what I have, and that's why I teach it in programs. But it doesn't matter what your definition of success is. What's going to come down to is really these 3 pivotal codes that I'm going to share with you guys today, which is going to be, we're going to talk about emotional intelligence. We're going to talk about self-leadership, and we're going to talk about personal power. I want it all. Oh, Jennifer says, you're amazing, one of the best out there. Oh, I love you so much. It's possible for me. It's possible for all of us. It really is. But like I said, it takes emotional intelligence. It takes personal power, and it takes radical self-leadership. Like, I am the one that leads first. Your ability to make impact, have epic relationship, your body, your health, it comes down to these 3 things, and we're going to go deep into this today. This masterclass is really me sharing with you how to be self-made, where you don't need the resources, you don't need the support, you need personal power. You really do, and you get to do it your way. Okay, so something to note about me, I am a tracker. I have tracked everything. I write everything down. I do introspection every single night. But I am a mentor, and this is my vocation. So, of course, I'm very aware what worked today, what didn't work today, what do I want to do different, how do I become 1% better? This is my mindset. But because I track, I have all these codes, and I know what works, because then once it works for me, I share it with my clients. It works for them. They collapse time. They do it even faster than I do. I know it's going to work. So just lean back and listen. You guys will have this in the guide section. You'll be able to take notes, but why I like to do everything live is because it's going to be like an experience. I want you to feel my energy. Smashing glass ceilings. Yes, still working on it, but it's happening. It is. Trust your timing. I'm going to talk a lot about this today, too. Just trust your timing and your growth. We're going to talk about some awesome concepts. We're going to talk about polarity and duality and all the things, right? But if you really desire I get to do it my way. I'm 39, still figuring out what I'm meant to do, but thanks to Alina's inspiration, I went live yesterday and launched my first course. Let's celebrate Jody. Let's celebrate Jody. That's incredible. I love you. You're amazing. And this is where it starts, guys. I have no doubt that Jody's going to become like 6-figure months within a year, maybe less. Who knows? It's all about how committed you are and the right energetics. So this is going to be a really powerful, powerful day. So right now, if you are in a void, a rut, or maybe nothing really bad is happening to you right now, but you're feeling really bored, but you got a niche. You got a niche in your soul to be more, to do more, to have more, to experience more. You're in the right place. If you desire a higher quality of life, if you want anything to change, like this is it. We need self-leadership. We need to be self-made. Yay, Jody. What we don't want to ever do is waste our time waiting for people's permission, waiting for people's validation, waiting for people to come save us, to fix us. No one is going to do this for you. I'm not even going to do this for you. I am the facilitator. I am the activator. I'm your expander. I'm your support. I got your back. But the realization that you need to have here is that you are the only one that's actually going to make it happen, okay? The person that you look at in the mirror, you're the one. You're the one that's going to take you where you want to go. But I, as your coach, as your mentor, I got your back. I'm going to facilitate you. I'm going to facilitate this. I'm going to hold you to a higher standard. I'm going to infuse energetics into you, activate you, and expand you. But physically, I can't put the shoes on and do the work for you, okay? We are truly the only thing that stands in the way, guys, of having everything that we have ever wanted. We are. It's our fears, it's our limiting beliefs, it's our self-sabotaging patterns, our defense mechanisms, our blocks, our worries, our doubts, our like, oh my God, what if I get it and then everyone hates me and leaves me? Like all of that, we create all these energetic blocks that block us from having what we want, right? Like it's the victimhood that we put ourselves in. Well, my whole life has been hard and everybody's done this to me. Like we got to drop the whole struggle identity, like the self-hate, the self-sabotage, the inability to know how to access your personal power. Like it's us. Nobody is making you not have what you want. It's always you. It's you. You are the one that's going to make you have everything you ever wanted. We're the only thing that stands in the way of us living the life of our dreams. And guess what? Having what you want, doing what you desire, has nothing to do, again, with how you look, how smart you are, what kind of education you have, or research you have, because there are so many thousands of people I'm watching right now that aren't the most prettiest, smartest, don't even have a high school degree or resources, and they're making magic happen. People are popping all over the planet. The paradigm is shifting, and you guys can feel it. Like, it's insane. And in my industry, it's like women are finally getting paid what they deserve, and it's incredible, and they're doing it while having it all. This is the kind of lifestyle, if you're like desiring it, you're in the right place. But it really isn't. It has nothing to do with resources. I didn't have any resources. It's about resourcefulness. It's about, I got myself to the bank and I was like, listen, I'm starting this business. Visa believes in me. Give me a loan. And then I did the damn thing. But it's about how resourceful are you? How committed are you? How all in are you? How committed are you to your transformation, to your dreams? I had to hop off to watch the No worries. Love you, Carla. Yes, yes, yes. It's about resourcefulness. It's about how committed are you, really. It's about how much can you adapt quickly and evolve past your circumstances. Because even Charles Darwin said, it's not the strongest of species that survives and succeeds. It's the one that is most adaptable to change. And right now, everything's going online. Everything's going online. We are shifting like crazy. And the people that are going to be successful and are really going to survive what's happening are the people that are the most adaptable to change. It's not the strongest of species. It's the most adaptable that is the most successful. It's the one who doesn't have the resources, but is resourceful. It's the one that understands everything is figure outable. It's the one that understands that, hey, if I get hit with a curveball, a shitstorm, I keep going because I am, no matter what, I am all in. I am committed. Sorry, I'm late. It's okay. Hello, Katie. I'm so excited. I love you. We're going to talk about personal power, emotional intelligence. But before I even talk about that, I want to start with this. First thing I ever did on my journey, and this is like everyone's first step, because every one of us has some sort of limiting beliefs, some sort of trauma, small t, big T, doesn't matter. You don't have to have been sexually abused, physically abused. Everybody has some sort of trauma. It could be the fact that nobody heard you and everyone always dismissed you your whole life. So it made you feel like you're a nobody and you have low self-worth. The first thing we ever do in any transformation, even in your business, is you got to do some healing work. You got to love yourself. All of you, flaws and all, and you got to be able to forgive every mistake that you have made, because this whole not feeling worthy and not deserving of things is what is like one of the biggest energetic blocks that we have from having what we want. Loving yourself is where we start to want more for ourselves. This is the only way that we raise our standards. We often don't go after what we want or allow ourselves to dream big because deep down, we don't feel worthy enough. We don't feel deserving enough. We don't love ourselves. We don't think we deserve it because of things people have told us in the past, because of maybe some mistakes we've made, because of maybe the situation that we're in, because of maybe childhood things, people telling us, programming us with limiting beliefs, projecting things onto us. And like, you know, people projecting their projections and you just accept them as truth. Like, we have a hard time forgiving ourselves for our own mistakes. This is why if you find yourself self-sabotaging your own success, you got work to do, healing work to do. If you find yourself punishing yourself a lot, overeating, you know, doing all kinds of things, like, it has to do with the fact that you're not fully in love with yourself. There's some work to do there. Yes, I'm all in. Yes. Oh yeah, now feels like a crazy time for all humanity, a turning point, 100%. And like, ladies, we've been doing this work for a while. Men are finally becoming conscious, and it's like, we're gonna shift, but we go first. Okay, we got to do this work for ourselves. So even if you've changed and shifted through something, like, just lead yourself. I'm telling you, people will sync up no matter what. So before you can have everything you've ever wanted, the biggest thing that needs to be healed in all of us, I don't care whatever it is that you desire to have, you got to go on a healing journey of loving and accepting yourself. Okay, and I want you to think about this, or maybe you can journal about this later on, but really ask yourself this, let it hit you. What would your life be like if you treated yourself like someone you truly loved? Like, truly, like if you don't have a child, if you are a mother, like, what would your life be like if you truly treated yourself like someone you loved? How would you eat? How would you dress? What kind of boundaries would you have around people? What are your standards? What's your self-talk? If you treated yourself like someone you truly loved, like you're your child, what sort of people would you have in your life? How would you invest? How would you walk? How would you move? How would you eat if you truly loved yourself? What if when something really bad happens to you and you're sad and you're not feeling good, what would your life look like if you actually loved yourself enough to help yourself through that without punishing yourself? What would it be like to treat yourself like your bestest friend or your child? What would it be like if you truly treated yourself like someone that you loved? Like when you made a mistake, instead of punishing yourself, what if you loved yourself and forgave yourself and gave yourself compassion? What would your life be like? Instead of telling yourself mean things or hurting yourself with food, drugs, other things, you actually gave yourself compassion and forgiveness. This is the first step. I am the one that empowers myself or disempowers myself. How are you going to change your life or skyrocket your business or meet the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams when deep down you hate yourself, you punish yourself all the time, you feel guilty and shameful for the things that you want or the things that you've done, you constantly criticize yourself, you're constantly comparing yourself to others, you feed your body with shit, you talk bad to yourself. There is nothing incredible that you can create in your life on a foundation of, I don't like myself and I punish myself and I have all these limiting beliefs. Nothing. Oh my gosh, I just hit my ring. Like, you can't create anything magical on those frequencies of self-hate. And a lot of us, every single one of us has some sort of self-hate. Every one of us. Like, and what I want you guys to understand is that I am the one that empowers myself or disempowers myself. And in this world, in this universe, everything responds to your energy. Everyone responds to how you feel about yourselves. People feel from you what you feel about you. So it seems so cliche to say, but like loving yourself is everything. Like truly loving, accepting yourself is everything. Hello, Lydia. Hopping on to say hi. I love you. Everything will be in the guide section. Mwah. So happy you're here. Because your life truly does change when you raise the damn bar in your life. You're not going to raise your standards with your friendships, you're not going to raise your boundaries, you're not going to raise your standards with your food, your job, your money, your relationships until you love yourself and feel like you're deserving of that. Because once you raise your standards, you change your life, like exponentially. And raising your standards comes from, I love myself so much, I deserve better. And so be it. And the universe is like, I'm responding to you energetically. Everything responds to us. If you're comfortable, like let me know in the comments, and like maybe some of you can really like journal on this later on too. What part of you, if you think about the things that, okay, so what part of you feels like you're not good enough or worthy of the things that you wish to have in this lifetime? What is it? You can journal on this. You can share in the comments. My community is amazing. You're held and loved. But like when you think about why you don't have certain things or certain areas are not the way that you want, I want you to really think, what is it about you that makes you feel like you're not good enough or worthy enough for the things that you wish to have in this lifetime? Like, where are you leaking your power in your life that's making you feel like I'm not good enough? There's something wrong with me. And that's why you can't go after what you want. Is it, well, Alina, I'm not confident, but I bet you were one time in your life confident. So what happened? Where did you give that away? Is it, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough? According to whose standards? Who told you you weren't pretty enough? Because no kid feels ugly until something happens. Someone said something. Because you did feel beautiful at some point. You did feel confident at some point. So what happened? What happened? Where did you give that away? My mother's voice my whole life telling me that everyone hates me. Oh, Avril. Jeff says your energy is priceless. Thank you. I have always been told that I have a pretty face, but my body's not comparable. Oh, hold on a second. It's going down. Esteem has always been lacking because of that. Ugh. I'm pretty enough because I decided I am. I am the one that empowers or disempowers myself. So think, what is it? What's the thing that you feel like makes you feel like you can't have what you want? Is it I'm not smart enough? Where did you give that up? What happened in your past? Who said that to you? I know a teacher said that to me, but I didn't speak English. But at the time when I was little, I was like, oh my God, I'm doomed, right? So who told you that? Where did you at some point in your life give that up? Because now it's time to reclaim and take our power back. Well, Alina, I did this bad thing. I did this awful thing and I'm not worthy. So you made a mistake. Welcome to the human experience. Every single one of us makes mistakes, and I, even as a mentor who holds high standards, will still always make mistakes because I'm a human. This is how we learn. So whatever bad thing you've done, like, do you really believe that's why you're not worthy of anything good in this lifetime? Because you've made a mistake? Everybody's made a mistake. It's time to forgive yourself. Do you really think God, universe, source, whatever you believe in, your creator, is going to deem you not worthy because you've done something in your past? No. Take your power back. Nothing great will ever happen if you don't learn to forgive and take your power back around the mistakes, the shame, the not worthiness, the people telling you all the things. No one, and the thing is too, guys, if you really want to think about it this way, it's like no one ever took our power. We gave it away. And it's time to reclaim it. Say a Hail Mary and move on. Yeah, Marion. The biggest thing that needs to be healed in all of us is the relationship we have with ourselves. This is number one. There is not a mentor, not a successful person I've learned from, not a client, not anybody that I've worked with or I learned from that didn't start with this code first. Your relationship with yourself is the most important one that you have on this planet. Everyone responds to how you feel about yourself. And every single one of us, we have forgiveness work to do. Because as long as you're feeling guilty, shameful, you're creating these energetic blocks. As long as you're feeling angry at yourself, not feeling good enough, not deserving enough, you're creating energetic blocks in the universe. And yeah, that's why it's impossible for you to attract the things that you want. And how can you want something if you also feel guilty and ashamed of it and not worthy of it? Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And the negative repeated patterns in situations that you've been finding yourself in during your life, maybe right now, has to do with the fact that your standards are low. And your standards are low because low self-worth, lack of self-love. Hard truth, but this is how everything works in this world, guys. If you tell me that you're always attracting people who use you, abuse you, take from you, put you down, that is a reflection of your self-worth. You don't put boundaries up. You don't have high standards because you don't feel good. You don't love yourself. There's low self-worth. Hello, Regina. Hello, beautiful. Right? So if you're attracting negative patterns in people, it's time to make it your mission on earth to heal your relationship with you. It's the most important relationship you have. Everything in this world responds to the relationship you have with yourself. I am the one that empowers myself or disempowers myself. Our job, more than anything, is to believe in ourselves, is to love ourselves so much that we know we deserve that more. You have to be, if you've been in the self-development world or the spiritual world, you hear this all the time. Your inner reality is reflected in your outer reality. Yeah, it's true. Your body, your relationships, your money is a reflection about how you feel about yourself. You got to do the inner work. You got to do some healing. We all want the sexy stuff, the sexy outer reality. Okay, the sexy reality comes with doing the unsexy inner work reality, okay? Our first job above anything is to forgive and love ourselves more than anything. Heal, love yourself, raise your standards. You will change what you attract. Once you raise your standards, you stop settling. No one walks all over you. No one uses you, abuses you. That doesn't happen. When I stopped settling 4 years ago, I attracted a lot of the things that I wanted. I stopped settling for men that I knew weren't the one. I stopped settling for the money that I knew I deserved more. I raised the bar in every area of my life. But it started with, I'm deserving, I'm worthy, I freaking love myself. I did the unsexy work. I looked at all that stuff. You get a life, really, truly, based on how much you feel worthy and deserving of. I love myself. I love myself. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, goddess. So what I suggest, if you desire to do some deep healing work, I do have a self-paced program called Magnetic Mind. It's lifetime access, instant access, where we do deep subconscious work. We do some emotional intelligence work, inner work. We do different kind of modalities. It's an extraordinary program, and you can join that at any time. I will put links at the end of this live. And if you desire to do deep healing work, but you also want to have insane emotional intelligence, communication, you want to be a magnetic woman, people who can't get enough of you, you're a magnet, and you want to be in my live energy, I'm going to be running another my program Goddess Code. I'm going to be running another round of it in the fall. It is another life-changing program. If there's some clients on here, they'll tell you. Also get 3 bonus programs with that. But the next round will be live in the fall. But coming back, the first code to changing your circumstances is healing the relationship you have with yourself. You have to, the way that you see yourself has to change. You got to stop waiting for permission or for Prince Charming or any validation, because the only reason that we ever look for external validation is because we don't have it within us. Goddess Code is amazing. Magnetic Mind is life-changing. I love you guys. I love you guys. Our work on this planet is to be the kind of people that we no longer need any external validation, because we love ourselves no matter what. This is the first magical piece that needs to land and be healed in all of us, okay? And the next code, let's dive into the next code. Let's talk about personal power, because if you want to be a self-made human that does a 180 in your life, personal power. So there are 2 types of power that we have. Your programs are so powerful. Thank you, Terry. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you. So, personal power. We have 2 types of power in this world. There is one power we have, and it's circumstantial power. This is what I call the as long as power. It's circumstantial power is, as long as the circumstances are in my favor, then I will do X, Y, and Z. As long as it's easy and effortless, I will do X, Y, and Z. As long as people are cheering me on, liking my stuff, commenting on my posts, supporting my business, I will show up for my business. As long as I'm in a high, good mood and everything is amazing today and my hair is good, then I'll go live. As long as those programs in that I want to hire this coach, but as long as her program calls don't run past 7 when I need to watch the Kardashian, then I'll join the program. As long as people operate on only when circumstances are good, then I will do the thing and I will believe in the thing. But if they're not good, I will not do the things I say I will do because my hair's not good and I got a pimple on my face, right? So there's circumstantial power, and a lot of people operate on circumstantial power. This is why very few people are very successful and have it all. Can you see? Can you see that? And then there's personal power, which is what I call in my badass mode program, no matter what power. I am a no matter what power. That is the energy that I run on. No matter what power is what self-made humans are made of. It's actually every successful person is made of this kind of power. No matter what means, no matter what the circumstances are, I'm all in with my best energy that I got today. I'm all in, even if it's hard, even if I'm scared, even if I don't feel good, even if my hair's a mess, even if I got a pimple on my face, even if there's a hater, even if there's no one clapping, I'm all in. I do it. I'm all in, even if the universe sends me a shitstorm, I'm still all in. No matter what power is what leaders are made of. We go first, regardless of circumstances. We lead and we do what we gotta do because we have hardcore integrity. No matter what, people, we don't negotiate with our mind. It's just 3, 2, 1, and I go do the thing. And no matter what, people are the most successful people. And of course they're leaders, because as you guys have realized, circumstances are not always perfect. Look at the world we're living in right now. We don't know what the hell's gonna happen at any moment. But no matter what, people, they're successful. They're successful. They make the most amount of money. They lead people. People are drawn to them like magnets because truly the hardest thing for humans to do is to be able to lead ourselves. Hello, Bombshell. So glad to meet you in your engagement on phone. Oh, thank you guys. I love you. Maybe I'll tell a story after, but we gotta riff here. Okay? But no matter what, people are the kind of people you're so magnetized to because it's so hard to lead ourselves, to do the things we gotta do. No matter what, people move through problems fast because truly, once you change your problems and your struggle, you change your life. Most people aren't aware. I actually did a live about this when I was announcing this masterclass, but they're not even aware that their struggles and their problems have become their identity. When new clients or people come into my DMs and they tell me, I need help, like I'm trying to grow this business. Alina, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to write a book. I'm trying to do lives. What they don't realize is that struggle, because I listen to what people say. I listen to their tones. I can tell exactly what people have issues with. But what they don't realize is now that struggle, that problem, it's become their identity. When you're like, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm trying to go live, that has become your identity. I am the person who is trying to lose weight. I'm trying to grow a business. When all that would need to happen is that you just lose the weight, that you just 3, 2, 1, hit live, that you just go write the damn book, sit your butt down, write the book. And then your problems change. And your problems change, your life change. But unconsciously, a lot of people don't even realize that they keep their problems and their struggles because they're like, well, who am I when I'm not the person who's trying to lose weight, who's trying to write a book, who's trying to grow a business? Who am I? We don't even know who we are without the struggle. This is why people have constant New Year's resolutions. Because they're constantly still trying to lose weight, trying to blah, 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 because the I'm trying to has become my identity. Like, who am I without this problem? Who am I? What do I do with my time when I fix my problem? I don't know. Who do I become? Will people leave me? These are the unconscious things that are happening. We're not even aware of them. So check in with yourself. Where are you still trying to do something? Has your struggle become your identity? Because all that would need to happen is sit down and go all in and commit to it and just do it. I'm trying to write the book. Sit down and write the book. Change your struggle and you change your life. Oh my God, the identity takeover shit. Yeah. Oh, trying to way much effort. Just freaking do it. Yes. It's okay, beautiful. I'll see you later. But unconsciously, these are the things happening. Sometimes we're not aware. We're like, I want to lose the weight. I want to grow the business. But unconsciously, we're almost afraid that like, when I'm not trying to do this thing, who am I? What do I do? This is my identity now. Will people leave me? Like, these are the unconscious things that happen. So really check in with yourself. What problem or what struggle has truly become your identity? Where are you still trying to do something? Yes, who we are without the struggle, powerful. I'm going to journal on this. Yes. Change your struggle, change your life. And no matter what, people, they're the people that have a struggle and a problem, and then they're like, let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's do the damn thing. When you become the kind of person that moves through struggles and problems fast, your life just changes so quickly because you're not wasting so much time with this whole I'm trying to do. By the way, I have this like issue with the word trying because literally trying means I'm probably going to fail. That's what unconsciously it means, right? Because if I said to you, hey, I'm going to try to do your makeup, which means unconsciously I'm probably going to make you look like a clown, right? I'm going to try to make you dinner. I'm going to try. It means I'm probably going to fail. So watch your wording, guys, because there's a lot of unconscious things that are happening with even the words that you're using. This is why I'm such an awesome mentor, because it's like people will say something, I'm like, there it is, there's limiting belief, there it is. It's so quick to pick it out. So pay attention, okay? We don't try. We are no matter what people. We just do the thing. We go live. We write the book. We start the program. We launch. Let's go. What worked, what didn't work, and we go again. Look at where you're having this identity. I was guilty of saying I'm trying to build my business. Now I'm just moving and doing it. Yes. Okay? So really look, and you can journal on this too, right? Because this is what happens, guys. Like when we really stay in our problems and our struggles too long, they just become our identity. We are the person that's trying. How many people do you know in your family and your friends that are every single year, some New Year resolutions, every time you see them or run into them, I'm trying to lose weight. It's their identity. That's become their identity. And yet what would happen is just one defining moment, one big, bold move, one decision, all that needs to happen, and you change the trajectory of your entire life. Stop waiting, stop wishing, stop trying, and just do it. Just do it. Just go all in. Like, this life is so short. You are the youngest you will ever be. Stop trying things and just do it. And you know what? This is why they say successful people fail a lot, because they fail fast. They're like, I'm going to go do it. Oh, wow, I really messed that up. That didn't work. But then they look, what worked, what didn't work? Let's go again. You're going to get the solutions once you do the damn thing. The clarity is not going to come in the thinking. And it takes just as much time to do something as it does to think about something. Fail fast and do it again. Like how, and really like you got to be so committed. And we're going to talk about this so much today, but how invested are you truly to creating a life of your dreams, the business of your dreams? Because no one appointed me to be a coach and mentor, okay? No one said, hey, Alina, you have a gift, you should do this. It was a choice. I chose to start this business. I chose to come into this industry. I decided I matter, my message matters, my codes matter, my medicine's amazing. I decided that I was going to make a difference. I went all in. I appointed myself. I took a seat at the table and I said, let's do it. But no one came to me and said, okay, Alina, you're ready. You're appointed. Come sit at the table. No, I chose. I mattered. I invested my heart, my soul, my time, my energy, my money into this work. I went all in. I invested so much. I'm so invested in you guys right now. I'm so invested. I'm so here and focused in this masterclass. The energy of which you do things matters, because it's not about what you do, it's about who you are when you're doing it. So everything that I do, it's my best that I got right now. And that's why people feel me. And if you ever read my testimonials, they're like, this woman's energy. Why? Because I'm so intentional and hyper focused. I'm so invested in you. I'm so invested in myself. And people feel that. That's why I don't have sales pages to convince you of stuff. Or I'm leaning in or asking you, are you ready to grow? Here's the link. Did you do it? No, I don't do any of that. Because I trust in your power. And personally, if you want to transform, like, you got to be the type of person that's like, I want this, I'm all in, without having anybody to convince you. But the energy that I do everything in is I'm all in, no matter what energy. This is the best I got. And I know you guys can feel that, because you can feel it in every relationship that you have. You can tell if someone's all in with you. You can feel when someone is all in invested. It's a vibe. But it's a vibe that we choose to take on, to fully immerse ourselves in. And once we do, it's felt by everyone. It's felt by God, universe, people. Everything responds to you. It's so simple when you call it out this way. And yes, the clarity comes in the doing. Yeah, right? Don't be scared of making mistakes. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But like, this is the vibe, guys. Like, we got to be all in. Just like in your relationships. Like, if you're not all in, your person feels insecure. But you can tell in a relationship when someone's not all in with you. It's a feeling. It's nothing that needs to be said. And when you're the type of person who's all in, invested for life, you are an energetic match. You're an energetic match for people who are like you. When you're an all in, no matter what people, guess what? You attract people who are all in, no matter what people. This is why everybody that's come into my world, they sell themselves on it. They were like, give me the link, I'm all in. I don't need to know details, let's go, right? I had a couple people even messaging me when I had people message me about programs, like, can you give me the details and the fluff and what time is it at? I'm already like, ooh, you're feeling like an all circumstance, like, as long as person. Like, if you need to know everything that I'm going to tell you in a program, the times, the dates right now, because it's going to interfere with your life, then you're not all in. Because when I've hired coaches that were like in Australia, I'm getting my ass up at 4 a.m. because I'm all in, invested, and I want to learn. And guess what? People who have that kind of mentality, they get results. The whole as long as it doesn't interrupt, or I have to get up early, or it's not too late, you have the results you have because you're an all as long as person, a circumstantial person. That doesn't work when you want mind-blowing success. But coming back to this, when you are an all-in, no matter what, everyone feels it from you. The universe doesn't doubt you. It will send you everything that you've ever wanted. But that's why you got to look in yourself in the mirror and be like, am I committed to this? Am I going all in? Right? Like, it has to be all in. Like, you attract who you are. You really, truly do. So many times I'll meet people, right? And they'll have like this whole like 1 foot dipped in. And they're like, well, I want to see how cold it is before I fully invest in jumping into the water. Like, I just want to dip my toe in. I'll tell you right now, the water's freaking cold. Are you in? Let's go. Right? Because that's not all in invested. All in invested is you're already in the air, jumping in. The energy of all in is I'm not going back. I'm all in no matter what. Eyes forward, let's go. And that's what it takes too, because a lot of people waste time looking back. Is it working? U-turn, I'm scared. Oh no, I gotta go back. Oh no, ping-ponging their energy, right? And it's kind of like, this is the best analogy to think about this when you do this whole in and out. And I talk about this whole ping-ponging energy thing all the time, because when you're in and then you're out and you're turning around and you're scared and you're like, this isn't working. When you are constantly looking back and like turning around, it's kind of like if you were having a race. Imagine having a race and you keep looking back at your competition. What is she doing? What's he doing? Oh my God, what time is it? Right? You're not winning shit. All in is I'm not going back. I'm not turning around, focused on where I am going. And you can feel that from a person. When a person who's all in, I'm not going back, oh my God, you feel from them. That's why you're so magnetized to certain people, because they're all in invested. They're all in how they show up, how they talk, how they write, how they walk. Bianca says so powerful. Oh, I'm so amazing. I've done classes at 2 a.m. because the coaches were in the UK. All in, invested. And guess what? Jody's business works. And she's successful. All in. I ain't going back. Doesn't matter the circumstances. Oh, this metaphor hits. Haha, right? It does. But we do this. We get so, I see entrepreneurs like, I am going all in. I'm going to post every day and be live and do all the things. I'm going to go to the gym all the time. But then I'm scared and I have a doubt. Oh, something didn't work. Oh no, someone was mean to me. Oh no, I didn't lose weight. And then we keep looking back. You can't look back in a race. You'll lose. We also do this with our businesses. We're like comparing ourselves. Look what she's doing. Who cares what they're doing? If you're going to be turning back and forth in a race, you're going to lose. All in, I'm not going back for life, no matter what. This is it. This is the energy. This is the energy of a successful self-made person. You're not winning shit. Hope you love my analogy, right? But this is the vibe, guys, of successful people. There's some people you're so drawn to. It's because of this energy. No matter what, people are freaking magnetic. You trust them with your money. You trust them with your life because you know they're not going anywhere. People trust me because they feel from me, this woman's not going where I'm not going anywhere. Nowhere. And bad things have happened to me. More traumatic things have happened to me in this industry and on the social medias than in my personal life. And I have not left. I have not unplugged. I show up crying, scared, upset, but I'm still all in. And people feel that and they come in and they trust. This is so true. I'm totally guilty of it. My track coach told us you lose 2 steps every time you look behind you. There you go, right? But that's how everything is. That's how your fitness is with your relationship, the insecurities, the doubts, all of that is you constantly turning around, comparing yourself. No, stop wasting your energy. You only have a little amount of energy, and that energy needs to be focused on no matter what, I'm all in, regardless of the circumstances. I got this. Let's go. So if you want things to start shifting, I know I'm missing a lot of comments. I will go back. But so if you want things to start shifting in your life, like truly, how invested are you energetically in those things? Are you dipping a toe in your relationship? Because you're like, well, I need to know. I need to have proof and evidence that he loves me or I'm not going all in. That's why it's not working, okay? You got to love without the proof, right? Are you dipping your toe in your social media? Well, it's easy to show up and people are liking, but today they're not liking my post, so I'm going to delete it and go away. Like, are you dipping your toe in your business or are you in the air? Are you in the air figuring it out? Right? Because this is the energy that it took for me to go from my rut, my depression, my anxiety, my debt, my shitty relationships, like to grow the life that I have and this business that I have to multiple 6 figures, gonna go to 7 figures and beyond because I'm not going anywhere. This is the energy that also makes me an energetic match to people who move and jump because you attract who you are. You're an energetic match to the things reflected in you. Catching a flail, catch the replay. Mwah, I love you. Right? This is the energy, guys. Okay? You got to jump. You got to blind trust. You got to be able to love people, to trust in your business, to make investments without the proof. And this is why it works. Because if you're only limited by what you can see, you limit yourself. If it's only about, I need evidence right now, Alina, and before I can go all in and jump, you'll never access greatness. You have to believe in your success, in your relationship, in trust in people without any evidence. You got to believe in possibility and potentiality without evidence. This is the only way. Blind trust, all in, fully invested, trusting without proof. It's the dipping toe at the gym, dipping toe in the business, the social media, with the relationship. Why it doesn't work. You got to be all in. And yeah, does that mean you're going to put your heart on the line? Yeah, right? Like telling someone you love them without proof that they love you. Yeah, you put your heart on the line. But all the amazing, incredible things that you want to experience in this life, that's what it takes. It takes a level of like, I might be disappointed, but I'm all in. This is why a small percentage of the world has everything they've ever wanted. They are the no matter what people. They are the I'm all in till death. Like, I don't even look at mentorship as a coach, as a career. I'm like, this is a vocation. I will do this till I die. It is the best thing I've ever done. This is my purpose. I love it. Whether when I'm not coaching, I'm reading, I'm learning, I'm journaling, like it doesn't stop. I constantly track what worked today about myself, introspection. Like, and I went all in without evidence. Like, who does that? I know I'm a little extra crazy. Like, I have two little kids under 4 in debt, and I had no support. This little shitty apartment, like, and I'm like spending money, but I'm like, no, I desired it. If you need proof and you need evidence that things are gonna work, that people love you, that they're gonna pay you, that things are gonna take off, like, need attracts need, lack attracts lack. But that I'm all in, blind trust, that knowing, it overrides the proof. And truly, the proof and the evidence, it only shows up when it's not needed. This is it. Off to golf. Thank you so much, Alina. I'm very inspiring. I love you, Jacqueline. Hope you have a beautiful day. How all in are you on your body, your health, your money, your business, your social media, your relationship? Because this is going to bring me to my next code, and this code is a game changer. This code is in my life every single day, being reminded in my life, okay? I want to talk to you guys about holding energy and holding polarity. I want to talk to you guys about emotional intelligence and duality. This code right here has changed my life, and if my clients are on here, they'll tell you the same thing. It is game changer, and I'm going to give it to you for free because I have so much more content coming in all my programs. But like, this code has changed my life, and it's something that I use all the time. I use it in different contexts in my programs, but I repeat this every day to at least one client or to myself or to a family member or a friend. This code has changed everything for me, okay? Because this is the truth. We live in a world of duality. Like, there's polarity in everything. And everything that you want, there's a flip side to it. We live in a world of duality because there's masculine energy, there's feminine energy, there's light, there's dark, there's happiness, there's sadness, there's fear, there's excitement, there's success, there's failure. Inside you and all around you, there is always a flip side. There's polarity in everything, okay? You have a spirit, a soul. I call this the legendary version of you, okay? It's the one that doesn't doubt and is like, yes. But then there's a human inside of you, and it comes out. And it doesn't matter how powerful you are, because even me, that human comes out and has doubt and has fears and subconscious beliefs. But so there's the spirit, the legendary version of you, who doesn't doubt, who knows that you can have everything you've ever wanted. But then there's the human part of you, the one with the human reptilian brain, the one with the subconscious beliefs, the patterns, the traumas, the human part of you that just wants to be human and la la la, and watch Netflix and cry and be sad and do all the things. But then there's the spirit, and you got to learn to be the type of person to walk with both all the time in your life. I believe, and I have taught this so many times since I started as a coach, but in order to have anything, whatever things that you want, you have to be able to also, in your body, be able to hold the polar flip side opposite of what that thing is. So if you want it all, you got to hold it all. The ugly, the good, the haters, the success, the visibility, the shame, without quitting. We have to become the type of people who understand how to walk with polarity at the same time without unplugging from our dreams. Celebration and failure at the same time, fear and excitement at the same time, happiness about one thing, sad about another thing at the same time. Since I tracked who I am, I know right now that there are a lot of you who are here right now that are like, I want big things, I want a legacy, I want wealth, I want impact, I want success, I want growth, romance, love, I want it all. Next level experiences, right? I want to lead people. And so a lot of you, if you are a very high achieving kind of person, you want a lot of things, big things, okay? This is what we don't realize. We ask for a lot of big things. But in the moments that we say, we're like, universe, I am ready. I'm ready for more. What we haven't ever learned or has never been taught to us is how do we learn to be ready for the flip side of more? The polarity of more. Because it's so easy to be like, I want more. It's like, God, universe, I want more. I want more people in my programs. I want more people in my lives. I want hundreds of people in my lives. We're saying that we're ready, but you know what we're saying is that we're ready for nice, sweet, incredible, supportive hundreds of people on our lives and in our programs. But what we aren't ready for, or we haven't thought about, or learned to hold this in our body, is the polarity of it, the flip side of it. It's like, yeah, it's easy to be ready for happy, amazing, supportive people on your life. But if you cannot handle a hater or two or three, and in your body, when you think about someone not liking you or saying something mean or shaming you or a couple people doing that, and in your body it feels like it would crush my soul, this is why you not become a match for what you want, right? Because if you're saying you are ready for more, more also means the flip side of the nice, good people. So if you know in your body energetically that you can't handle haters, you can't handle people being mean to you, you can't be a match for more, because a match for more also means the flip side of it. And now I'm not saying that you're going to get a million haters, but more people, more opinions. That's just kind of how it goes, guys. More means I can handle all that comes with more. That's what it means. Not just the happy people, guys. You say, I'm ready for more people in my program, more people on my team. But what we're really saying is like, yeah, I'm ready for happy people, all in people. But are you also energetically ready for the polarity of that? Can you handle a bunch of unhappy clients? Can you handle a whole bunch of people showing up on your life, projecting onto you? Can you handle unhappy team members? Like, because of course, every one of us can handle the luxury, all the money, the happy stuff, the happy clients, the nice people on our lives. But ask yourself, if more means more, can I handle the more that comes with it, meaning the polarity of more? Feel that in your body. Because I talk a lot about energetic matches because it's so important to understand this. Like, to be someone that is influential and leading people, like, you got to be able to handle the flip side of all that, the unhappy side of all that. Because God, universe, however you want to look at it, is not going to give you all these people and all these big dreams and all this stuff if energetically you know that if someone was mean to you, it would crush you and you would put your head in the sand. So why would the universe, God, give you a big dream or give you more followers or more people or more money if you don't even know how to handle the polar opposite of that? Energetically, we are a match for the things that we can handle. The happy people and the people that project onto us, right? Like, if it makes you wobbly in your body, this is why you're not aligned with what you want yet. And on my journey, like, and so some of you are asking, I forget who it was, but like, trusting in your timing. On my journey now, when I look at it, like, I'm so happy the way that I've grown. Because a lot of us are like, we want hundreds of people. I want to grow. I want a quantum leap. But I'm so happy with the way that I've grown because I know there would be things that have happened to me now I would not be able to handle 2 years ago. I wouldn't. It would have made me wobbly. It would have made me feel like I was going to give up. And we really are an energetic match for how much can you energetically hold without giving up. There's a polarity even with visibility. So many people, if you're an entrepreneur, we're like, we want more visibility. We want people to see us. Like, but there's a flip side of visibility. And let me tell you a story, okay? Without names or anything, because I'm not about that, okay? I got tested so hard, like almost 2 years ago. I was like, universe, I'm ready for more visibility. I want more people to see me, right? Because I want to grow my business, right? And then literally a week later, after I declared at that university, I got the flip side of visibility, and it almost killed me, okay? And it almost made me want to quit. Like, I'm never gonna mention names, and if someone ever knows about it, like, just don't. Scoop, I love you. I always give compassion to people I pray for, and I hope you learn this too. So if anyone ever does something mean, give the compassion you pray for. But anyways, I didn't get compassion that I prayed for, okay? So I asked for visibility. And then the universe tested me a week later with the polar opposite of visibility, not the way that I want to be seen, but the flip side of that. And I was publicly shamed by a very big influencer. And I thought, like with my picture and everything, I thought that I was going to die. And this person had hundreds of thousands of followers. And I was publicly shamed. And I'm not gonna lie, man, like in that moment I was like, oh my God, this is like the most traumatic thing ever. I thought I was gonna die. Like, you know, but guess what? I didn't. I led myself with class. I didn't retaliate. I didn't over explain myself. I apologized for whatever thing that I did. I showed up on it, like I literally showed up on a live and talked about it and cried about it. Yeah. If you asked me, like years ago, if I would have ever been able to lead myself like that without retaliating, without like putting my head in the sand and giving up, I would be like, no way. Because I had a mini panic attack. And like it caused some shit, like some things, okay? Like it was awful, 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 okay? Because I thought it was going to completely destroy me, right? And it didn't. And because I didn't retaliate and I led myself like a powerful goddess and I didn't unplug and I showed up live, even though I was crying, I became visible to more people. Like I think I got like 10,000 new followers of people who love me, which I was like, what? It was insane. That's not the way that I wanted to be seen, okay? I don't want to be seen in an ugly way. And that's what happened. But guess what? Because I led myself, the universe was like, you proved it. Now the people will come. So I talk a lot about the polarity of things because a lot of you are asking for big things, but you're asking for the happy side of the big things. Have you thought about the flip side of it? And could you handle that? Because I got the flip side of the visibility that I wanted. And it did wobble me. It did cause me a little trauma, but I didn't quit. And I got back up. And then I got 10,000 followers. And then a month later, oh my God, yeah. And then a month later, I had my first 70K month. But if that had happened and I quit, where would we be, y'all? Where would we be right now? Where would we all be? Where would we be? This is what it takes. Sometimes you're going to get tested. And sometimes like you're going to have these proven moments and you got to show up. And that's why now when you're asking for big things, not that this is going to happen. Some things you're going to manifest and it's going to happen effortlessly. But I will catch you later. I love you. I love you. But like sometimes you're asking for big things. Just have a little thought. Okay, if the opposite of that happened, could I handle that on my body? No, I could not handle a hater. That would kill me. Okay, then all that means is that you're not that you're an energetic match for it. You're an energetic match for it at some point if you do the work, right? Because we ask for more. But then we get the polar opposite of more and we quit and we say we're not ready and we're not meant for it. And it's not like that at all. You do get tested because again, why would the universe give you big dreams if like a hater is going to throw you for a loop? You can't have it. You can't have impact and visibility, right? But so if you want it all, you got to be able to hold it all. The good side, the bad side, the flip side. Okay? So if you're asking for more visibility, I want thousands of people in my programs. Okay, what if like hundreds of them were asking you a million questions and were unhappy? Can you handle that? Or will it make you quit? If you can't handle that, then you just have to do some work. That doesn't mean that you're not meant for it or God, universe doesn't like you. It's just you're not an energetic match for it yet. But if you strengthen your emotional core, you work on your emotional intelligence, you strengthen your mindset, you become more capable of holding pain, of holding disappointment, of holding shame, people's projections, rejection, all at the same time as you're walking towards what you want, you're going to be an energetic match for it all, right? Like a lot of us even want more money, more visibility. There's more responsibility with that. Can you handle it all? Because if you just strengthen yourself, the universe will serve it. That's why trust your journey. That's why if some of you are like, why is this not happening yet? Why haven't I had this yet? You have more emotional intelligence to work. That's all it is though. But it doesn't mean you don't get to have it. You just got to strengthen your core a little bit more. This is why if you want to do some emotional intelligence work, Goddess Code is game changing. And Badass Mode also, we do emotional mastery in that too. They're just a little bit different. Badass Mode is more about discipline. Goddess Code is more about handling projections and rejections and disappointment and trauma and all the things. It's an excellent program to take if this is the kind of work you need. And every entrepreneur should do this work, regardless if you're one or not. But you get what you're an energetic match for, the good and the bad. And once you get this, you're going to understand why your progress has been the way it's been and why your growth has been the way it's been. Right? Like one of my favorite stories is the story of Walt Disney. Like Most people know the successful side of the Walt Disney story, right? How he created his legacy. But nobody, very few people, unless you've been in my world, I've talked about this a few times, but Walt Disney, like, he was rejected. Did you know this? Before he built Disneyland, like, he was rejected by 33 banks before someone finally believed in his dreams. 33 times. Walt got up in the morning, did his tie, prepared his speech, drove to the investors and the banks, and he was rejected. Then he went again and was rejected. Then he went the third day and rejected. And then again, and then again. 33 disappointments. 33 no's. 33 times he had to go home to his people, his wife, and tell them he was rejected. Could you imagine what they were saying? They'd probably be like, why are you still doing this? Like, you're a silly man. But he didn't. Like, ask yourself this. Do you have the emotional strength to be rejected 33 times? Can you handle 33 disappointments in your body right now? Because Walt Disney had to learn that because he asked for a really big dream and the universe was like, prove it and show me. Because on his quest to his dreams, like, he could have given up so many times. People probably made fun of him, talked shit about him, tried to steal his ideas, but he kept going because he was an all-in, no matter what person. He could handle disappointment. And I truly believe that, like, the reason that the universe gave him that big dream, like what Disney is today, he had to be shaped into the man who could hold that. Because if he got the yes the first time he went, I don't know if he could handle the things that would have happened on his way to building Disney. I don't know, because things obviously would have happened. People didn't show up. People maybe stole something. People did something wrong. Like, if he couldn't handle all that, he would have given up right away. So maybe the universe tested him to be like, prove how serious you are. Love you. I know this is getting long, but don't worry. We're getting near the end. And we're going to wrap it up powerfully. Can you hold polarity of the thing that you want in your body? And can you hold duality? Meaning, can you have a failure in your life, a hater, but also focus on the people that love you and the celebration, the success? This is what it takes. How much you can hold in your body while walking towards what you want is what you're a match for. Because again, why would the universe want to give you something that's going to just crumble you? Right? And again, if Walt Disney got it right away, I don't think he would be the legend he is who created Disney. Because things, of course, on his journey would have went wrong. He probably would have given up. But how do you give up when you've already been rejected 33 times and disappointed truly deeply 33 times? It's like, another thing, I got this. We're going to be okay. And that's why he got Disney. How much can you hold? And by the way, I'm not saying, like, again, like, everything you ask, the flip side's going to happen. No, not at all. But if it does, are you going to give up? Are you going to unplug? Are you going to put your head in the sand? Or are you going to prove it? Are you going to be like, bring it, universe, let's go? So whatever goals you have right now, and you're asking for your next level, ask yourself, can I handle the flip side of that? Feel it in your body. And it's okay if you can't. It just means that you have more emotional intelligence work to do, some more mindset work to do. Maybe you need more support. Maybe you need to be in a group program. Maybe you need a mentor. Because regardless of outside circumstances, truly I believe in personal power over everything. It will take you further than anything. But you got to trust in the speed of your growth and evolution because you're only given what you can truly handle. Even as an entrepreneur, we have to be able to handle the ups and downs of our growth, the stagnation, the plateau, without giving up, because that's the only way to tap in the compound effect anyways. You got to be able to handle some low months, a hater, the fluctuations. Are you still all in? Because sometimes some of you might get really awful circumstances where you get rocked by a storm. You get rocked so hard and it makes you wobbly. But just kind of like, I like to compare this to like almost the stock market. Stock market's been rocked. It's crashed some years. And it felt like maybe it would never come back, but guess what? It came back. You also, universal protection. Yes, I am only given the level that I can handle, 100%. You are. You're protected. So even in your entrepreneurial journey, in your journey to whatever it is that you are creating in your life, you're going to maybe have some storms and a curveball. But so did the stock market, okay? Because it has crashed, but it came back. And so will you if you learn how to tap into your no matter what, whatever it takes, personal power. I'm in all no matter what. Even on, because honestly, it's all, I believe this, and it's been like for my clients and myself, that on the back end of the hardest things that I've gone through, and the back end of all the hard things that my clients have gone through or my mentors, we have quantum leaps because you showed up and you proved it. So, like, there are going to be storms and fluctuations and breakdowns and voids. And in those moments, in the voids, in the breakdowns, in the fluctuations, this is truly where you access your personal power. Because it's so easy to believe and show up and move forward when things are easy and people are clapping. But who you are in the void, in the fluctuations, in the hard moments, and when there's nobody clapping for you, this is how you find out how much power you really have. It's in the struggle, it's in the void, it's in the lows. That's where you meet your level of power. Even better, I believe that fully. Victim to hero on all our setbacks, 100%. Who you are during the void and the fluctuations is how you find out how much strength and power you really have. This is where you meet yourself on another level. Because it's like, now what? Now what do I do about this hard thing? That bad thing that happened to you, you ask why? It happened to you because you're the one that it needed to happen to, so the world could change through you. It happened to you because the universe needed to see how serious you are about this dream. Right? The more power we desire, the more responsibility that comes with it. More people, more opinions. Can you hold it all and keep walking and believing in your dreams? Are you still in? All in. We ask for a lot of things, but rarely do we practice holding it all. And truly, every awful thing that's ever happened to you, it has truly happened for you. You asked for greatness, the universe said, prove it. You asked for this great thing and you got a shit sandwich. Now what? Are you giving up or do you rise? Do you break down or do you rise? Does it break you or will it strengthen you? There is always going to be polarity in your life. Even if you're the type of person, and there's nothing wrong with this, if you choose a comfortable, predictable, like 9-to-5 life, comfortable relationship, might be not the most passionate. Even in your life, if you choose a safe, comfortable, predictable life, there's polarity in that too. Even if you have the same routines day in and day out, there's going to be pain in your life. It's inevitable. Welcome to the human experience, where it's like this. Your whole life is always going to be full of bliss, celebration, but also anger, moments of sadness, moments of extreme celebrations, and moments of loss and grief. Whether you choose comfortable, predictable, or you're chasing your wildest dreams, there is going to be pain. This is why I believe emotional intelligence is the gateway to having anything. This learning emotional intelligence will change your life. Because for me, I choose the pain of taking risks and chasing my wildest dreams, because the thing that I constantly think about, and you guys have been in my world, I talk about this a lot, but I think about the old little lady version of me at the end. And I know that when I think about that old lady version of me, that the feeling of regret about the fact that I didn't go after the things I wanted, about the fact that I settled in relationships and in jobs and things, and I didn't take the risks, will feel way worse than the ups and downs that come with chasing my dreams. I choose fear, and I choose the wild life of entrepreneurship and taking risks and loving people and trusting in people without proof, in the pursuit of feeling all the things that I've ever desired to feel. Because I believe like the most exceptional, incredible experiences that we can feel as humans come with big, bold moves. They come with risks. So when I think of the old little lady version of myself at the end, I know that my old little lady, will think that I'm very silly, that if I didn't go after the things that I wanted because I was fearing disappointment and some pain. But you're going to feel pain anyway. So, yeah, you might as well put yourself into it and let it strengthen you. And I know that if I continue to lead myself and chase my dreams and be brave, that little old lady is going to be so proud, because she's going to be like, you did it. You went after it. You changed generational patterns. You took risks to experience incredible things in your life. She's going to be like, I'm so proud. But I know she's going to be disappointed and look at me very silly if I just didn't do it because I was afraid to feel a little pain. We're going to feel pain regardless. And guess what? We're going to be okay, because everything that we've ever gone through, we're going to be okay. It can only strengthen us. So when you think of your old little lady or the old little man at the end of your life, is she going to think you're silly and full of regret? Or is she going to feel so proud that you were so brave to go after all the things, that you were brave not to settle for mediocre and predictable, that you were proud? Like, are they going to be proud that you trusted in things without the proof, that you went all in on it? Because I promise you, like, we didn't come on this human experience to just pay bills and die. I promise you that if you have a dream and you have a desire, you have the power and the gifts to see it through. You do. Why else would you have it? There's no other reasons we have dreams and desires if we didn't have the power and gifts to see it through. That itch that you've had for a long time, you already have the power and gifts. Now it's just about, I'm all in, no matter what, detached from time. I'm doing this. I'm going to make that old little lady, old little man so proud. And you just got to work on the human. This is why a lot of my programs are all about helping the human be able to walk with the fear, with the doubts, with the disappointment, with the pain, and still do the things that we say we're going to be doing. Don't be attached to the world. You are the world, but not of it. Yes. So wise. Success comes with polarity. There's a flip side to everything, but so does love. Love comes with polarity. There is a flip side of you maybe potentially getting your heart broken. Are you all in for the love of your life? I am. Visibility comes with polarity. I could be seen and loved, or I could be shamed and publicly humiliated. Are you all in? If you are a no matter what person and you strengthen your emotional core, there is nothing you can't be, do, or have. Nothing. I believe in personal power over everything. And because I believe in my personal power, I believe in yours. I believe in yours. I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I started this business, and what the hell I was doing when I left my partner, and how I was going to attract my soulmate and have all the things I wanted. But I was all in, and I was going to take action and figure it out. And I did. And I did. Because I desired so much. And honestly, I believe a lot of depression comes from the fact that we know we're settling. And a lot of self-sabotage, guys, it comes from the fact that you're settling and you're so bored. When we overeat, when we lie, when we cheat, when we do all these things that are self-sabotaging patterns, it's because we're really bored in our life, because deep inside we know we're meant for more, but we're just scared. That's why emotional intelligence is so, so important. But we get to have it all. You are a sovereign being on this planet. So many need to wake up and know who they are in truth. I know. This is why, like, oh my God, this work is shifting people, like, at hyperspeed. I am fully invested in my coaching business. I am fully invested in this masterclass. I'm fully invested in my clients. I'm fully invested in all my relationships. All in. I don't need proof that it's going to work. I don't need proof that people love me. I'm all in. I believe in you. I trust in you. I love you without proof. And people respond to me. I'm dedicated to building a legacy. I'm dedicated to breaking paradigms for women, for my family. Not just as long as it's easy and effortless. Not just as long as it's the cool thing to do. Not just as long as people are clapping for me and liking me and sharing my stuff. I'm all in, fully, no matter what. Regardless, I'm all in, till life, till death. No matter what. And no matter what has been my vibe from the beginning, that I started this business. And because I'm so all in, no matter what, with this energy, there's a trust that has been built with my audience. And if you've been in my world for a while, I haven't gone anywhere. And I've taken you guys through everything that I've gone through. And because people feel this, I'm all in no matter what, I'm in for life, people feel it. They trust me and they come into my world. Friends trust me. Adam trusted me because it's like he felt I'm all in. Are you all in on the things that you want to have? And I am an energetic match for people who are all in. You're an energetic match for who you are. And tomorrow, you're going to love my conversation. And I will say tomorrow's day 2 will be about social media and energetics of it. So it is going to be primarily for entrepreneurs or anybody who has a an online business. But highly come in anyways because you'll still learn things. And in day 3, come back because we're going to have another conversation about something completely different. But are you in? Because I'm all in. I have no doubt. I'm not turning around. I'm not comparing myself. I don't waste energy. I keep the energy that I have and I use it to walk to get to where I'm going. Oh my God, I need you right now. Oh, I love you. Are you all in? Because if you're in, it's going to work. As long as you stop checking, stop comparing, and stop ping-ponging your energy. I know I'm meant for more, but I still don't know where I fit in and what it is. That's why we got to do trial and error. I'm 36 right now, and it took me 33 years of a lot of trial and error, okay? Like, I've had so many careers and so many certifications and did different things in university and all the things because I couldn't figure it out. Because I was actually meant to do this. Because I always knew, I knew I was going to be a psychologist and working with people in some way. But I didn't want to just work in an office. I wanted to work with who I wanted to work. I wanted to work with people around the world and wake up when I wanted to wake up and be my own boss. But the coaching industry wasn't there. So maybe sometimes you just got to try things and trust that if you're clear about what you want. So I was clear. I want to pick with who I want to work. I want to wake up when I want to work. I want to be the creative. I want to create my own branding, everything. I wrote out in detail how I want to feel every single day. And then this is why one day I saw someone that I knew be a coach and I was like, what is this? I was like, oh my God. But it took 33 years. But in the meantime, I did a lot of trial and error, and that's what it takes. That's why it takes just as much time as you thinking about something as it is to do something. Stop thinking. Do badass mode, my program. I'll teach you 3, 2, 1 to move into things. Yeah, you might mess things up, but guess what? Hey, you're going to find out this is not what I want to do. Next thing. We're wasting our time thinking about what if it doesn't work? But what if this? Is this it? Maybe this isn't it. Stop thinking and just do it. Fail fast, and then you're going to get more clarity about what it is that you want. But you've got to do some trial and error. And then once you figured it out, all in. Stop checking. I'm in for life. And it's going to work. Why? It's going to be incredible because how could it not? If I'm all in, getting better every single day, it's going to get better. How could you not create a masterpiece of your life or your business if you're all in and you're showing up every day, at least being 1% better than you were yesterday? But that's not many people's intentions for their dreams or their desires. That's not how people show up for the things that they want. They ask for a lot of things. They're wishing for a lot of things. People are wanting a lot of things, but they don't commit fully all in no matter what. Most people show up like this, as long as to their relationships. As long as I know you love me, you give me proof, and you put a ring on my hand, then I'm going to be all in. As long as I know people are going to buy from me, then I'm going to invest in that coach. As long as I know people are going to show up on my lives and clap for me, then I'll do it. That doesn't work. Imagine the stock market was like that. Yeah, I'm going to keep my money in only when the stocks are high. Okay, when it dips, well, I'm going to take it all out. What if everybody did that? Where the hell would the stock market? It would die. But guess what? It doesn't die. It thrives, and it has crashed. It has had crazy fluctuations like it does right now. But the reason it comes back and why people keep growing their portfolios and becoming more wealthier is because those people are, no matter what, all in, whether it's a shitstorm, whether there's a fluctuation, whether I'm losing right now, I'm all in for the long run. That's why the stock market is the way it is. That's why the entrepreneurs that are so successful is they ride the ebbs and flows, but they don't give up. They're all in during the ups and in the downs till life, till death. And these people, like, and you think about the stock market, like, the people aren't gambling. They have massive wealth before us. Why are they investing even when things are low and they keep getting rich? Because they don't need proof. They're like, I know, I'm all in. And they keep their money in it. They're in it for the long haul. You want to be a successful entrepreneur, a successful coach. You want to have the best relationship, best health, best body. You got to be set up for the long run. It can't be it can't be dipping your toe. That's not what a self-made person is about. That's not what success is about. It's all in, ups and downs, on the way up. That's what it's about. Long haul. Yes, working on creating my dream job. It is possible. It will happen 100%. Look at your goals and desires. Write out a list today. How committed are you? Are you setting yourself up for the long haul? Or is it just something that you're dipping your toe in or waiting for things to be effortless and easy or on your time? Because as long as you're an as long as person, you're going to get as long as results, okay? And circumstances are changing. Look at what's happening in the world. There are so many entrepreneurs that quit the beginning of the pandemic, and then the rest of us, we kept going. We kept selling. We kept investing and more investments and more money. And then they were skyrocketing, just like people in the stock markets. The people who run away when it dips, they don't make the wealth like the people who are in it for the long run. How committed are you? You got to be committed all in. Stop dipping your toe. Stop waiting for evidence. Stop waiting for proof. Go all in. You get to have everything. Amazing day one. Absolutely you today. I love you so much. Your up's amazing. Yeah, and I'm finishing up. I'm wrapping up right now. Tomorrow's going to be amazing. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you how to build your own stage. So again, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have an online business, or if you're thinking about online business, because you should, because this is the way that we have a life of our dreams and we have time freedom and work from home. And I believe everybody should have a side hustle and residual income. Come for tomorrow. I'm going to teach you the energetics of social media. You don't need a sales page. You don't need to be harassing people or sales ads, okay? I'll teach you my way, and it's magic. If it works for me and my clients, it's going to work for you, okay? But this is day one, and we're just getting started. But this is the most important codes. Come back to this, re-listen, make notes. I want you to know it's easy to invest your energy and time for one day, but who you are and your ability to stay in no matter what, come back for day two, will determine the kind of success you're going to have in your life, because how you do one thing is how you do most things. So you're here with me now, and I'm so freaking grateful for your time and energy. Are you all in for day two? Are you all in for day three? Focused, hyper aware. Okay? This is magic. Like, staying power, all in, no matter what power, is how you tap into the compound effect. And once you've mastered this in your life, everything opens up. Super excited. I love you guys. So take a picture, share, tag, free tuition for the first person and 50% off for the second and third, okay? But feel into this power. Staying power is so important. Once you start looking at yourself as I'm an investment, fully guaranteed, like, everything will move in your life. Focused energy is the hardest thing, and we're going to talk more about that in day three, okay? But this is day one. And again, I'm going to be doing a draw, and I'm going to be talking about my programs and the new things that are coming. I'm actually going to be launching the new program graphic. It's so good. Okay. I love you. Thank you for being here. I did not think this was going to be almost 2 hours, but there's also going to be a project I'm launching. So much excitement. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the engagement. Oh my God, I'll still tell a story. I will. I should write one. Maybe I'll do it on the draw, because I just want to keep these lives very potent. And then we'll have Q&A time too, okay? I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing. And if you feel like someone needs to listen to this, tag them, share this video. These codes changed my life. These codes, guys, that I shared today, I remind myself of them every single day. I have conversations about this with my clients every day. They're cliche, but they're life-changing. Okay? I love you. I love you guys so much. Tomorrow, we build our own stage. So tomorrow's at 6:30 in the evening. And I will see you then, okay? Mwah! I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful evening. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.